A Sunday morning at Triveni Sangam. Okay, it's not exactly morning, it's now late morning. We are entering into the midday domain where the sun is blazing hot and you have to wear some kind of sun protection and also dust protection. So, quite dusty. And we are right opposite Ganga River. And it's just about 2 weeks that Mahakumbh is over. So the pontoon bridges are still here. They'll start dismantling these bridges one by one. And you can get a beautiful view. Anybody can walk onto the bridge and the vehicles are plying. Actually, the bridges are the ones which come up first in Mahakumbh, and they come up at least 1 or 2 months in advance, and then they stay after for a long time. Actually, there is no reason for a bridge to be there after Mahakumbh, but yes, some people use it to save the traffic time. So there you go. There's one small traffic jam at bridge number 1. So there you go. These are the bridges. I'll just take you a little bit ahead just to capture those bridges in a line. So this was pontoon bridge number 1. It used to be an erstwhile VVIP bridge, and regular people were not allowed over here. It's like an irony of sorts that now there is not even a single police or administration person, at least, monitoring the flow of traffic. So there you go. I don't know where this guy is going. Oh, that's gross. Anyway, so this is the pontoon bridge number 1, and it always offers a spectacular view of the Sangam nose and the Sangam point. So on a bright day like this, you can actually see very clearly. And then from here, uh, there's also a beautiful photograph, or a rather beautiful photography subject of these bridges in a single line. I mean, this is too good. So, with the sun behind us, say morning time, this gives a very good view, and especially if you're able to have a drone or something. So this is good. This is really good. So we are on pontoon bridge number 1, Ganga River, and across on that side is the Sangam nose area, and that's the farther away is the exact spot of the Triveni Sangam. Now, today, what I'm planning to do is that since the water level has receded, I will try to wade across to the Sangam point. Yesterday, I had come here in the evening and I saw that many people were crossing the barrier and they were going on the other side. So I will see if I'm able to wade across and cross the barrier. Since yesterday, I have seen that there aren't too many police personnel and there aren't the Jal police people also over there. So if the barrier has got no meaning, so that means it will be a nice thing to be able to cross over and reach the Sangam point walking. So that's the agenda for today. So typically on a Sunday, you will find that there are a lot of people coming to Triveni Sangam to take a dip. And these all people are coming from different parts of UP, MP, Bihar, and sometimes as far as Delhi, Bengal also. And they come here, they come even in bus loads of people. And then since the car parking is allowed till Sangam, I mean, there is no organized way of doing it. So that's why you'll find that, people try to come as close to Sangam nose as possible. So this is the Sangam nose stretch. And on a Sunday, you will find traffic jam scenes over here because every day is sorry, everybody is wanting to come towards Sangam Nose. So there you go. So the recommended option is that park a little bit behind. Don't go right up to Sangam Nose until unless you have somebody whom you want to transport. So there you go. So now people have parked, they have done double parking, they have done cross parking, and also if you're a seasoned driver and if you're familiar with the local conditions, only then I would suggest you to attempt this. So the shops have come up. This is a Sangam Nose area, which a few weeks back was cordoned off, and there were only people allowed who were walking. So that's the colorful shops coming up, which were pushed behind. So this driver has managed to get his car as close to Sangam Nose as possible. So this is the track and this is the parking space. It has come up automatically. There is parking space on the right side also. So that's a good thing that people have at least left this track. There you go. So this whole space is parking. That's Mundan going on. This is another important ritual. So from here onwards, this place is jam-packed. There are people around here, everybody, and people who've all come here for the Triveni Sangam dip. Now, I would like to show you guys what is that I'm planning today. Okay, this is the Pragwal, the Panditji who carries out, the Hindu priest who carries out all the rituals. So this is what I'm planning today. There you go. So as you can see, okay, so this is my target area today. And as you can see, people are actually wading into the river. There you go. So the water is not even knee deep. And then they are crossing over to that side. And from that side, those floating platforms. So from here, I could see that, there is still, I mean, at the most, there are some places where the water is waist deep. But mostly it is knee deep only. And today my target is that I'm going to wade across. I'm going to walk till the Sangam point where the Pragwals are sitting, and we'll do all sorts of video shooting over there and some kind of photography if it is possible. So there you go, target for today. And not even one police or administrative person over here. Not even one. And the Jal police is again conspicuously absent. They might have a couple of speedboats there. There is one speedboat over there. It's trying to manage this huge Sunday crowds. So here's how I've prepared for wading. There are my slippers or flip-flops. I'm carrying a bag to carry them. Then there is a trouser with a zipper pocket. Now this is very important because you can keep your mobile, your keys and all very valuable things over here. And now we are headed towards the Sangam area. So today, as I mentioned earlier, the target is that I have to wade across. I will be going right up till Sangam Nose. On from there onwards, the water is knee deep. So I'll be wading right across, and then I'll be going towards the Sangam point, walking through. I've already checked out the place. There's a lot of people over there. The Jala police is also there, but they are just one boat patrolling and whistling away to glory. And whereas there is no sign of any police personnel whatsoever. Okay, I've waited for some time, and this looks like the best entry point because most of the people are wading knee deep. And then right in the front, that's the crossing point which I am planning to take. So over there also, it's like uh, the water level is right up till the knee. So let me start now. The water is quite cold as compared to the heat of the sun, and at places there is the water is quite deep. So over here, as you can see, it is knee deep. But that's one spot I think that is the most ideal. Let me change my spot from here, and I'll go there. Yeah, this is the one. So this one has got a, yes. So this is the ideal spot. You can see the sandbags also over here in the water. So there you go. Now, as I mentioned earlier, my target is to reach the that crossing point over there. The water is still comfortable, knee deep, not reached even an inch above or below. And as you can see, most of the water in the front is the same. So there you go. That is the scene of Sangam. And this is the first time I'm taking a footage of the Sangam nose standing from the water, standing at the water point. So that's Sangam nose. It's not that crowded being a Sunday, but still there are sufficient crowds. Yeah, one thing I can agree, the water is quite cold. So it is a good relief from the blazing sun. So it is like a free water park where people are enjoying the water. Now let me switch off and move to the next point and then do the remaining video. Okay, interestingly, there are some places where the water level is ankle deep, like what you can see here. Yeah, excited crowds. So at some places the level is what ankle deep, as it is here, and at some places it is waist deep. So that place where I was wading and crossing over, that was almost waist height, but the other places were knee deep. I know the GoPro is waterproof, but I don't want to really get wet. Okay, so there are a few places where the water is knee deep and some places it is waist deep. So right now I'm trying to find the best option where I can cross over. So I can find a spot over there in the front where it is again ankle deep. So the water level is varying up and down many places. So all of a sudden here the water is come down to waist height. But I'm sure after some time the water level will climb again, because I can see there in the distance the people are actually, wading. So I have once again entered into that space where the water is ankle deep, And it is surprising, but it is understood that the water level changes as per the strength of the current and the time of the season. So this portion of the Sangam is that place where people are not coming here because, since the water level is very low, that traditional dubki which they have to take, that is not possible in this place. So now in front of you is all those floating platforms. And as I said in my previous video, these floating platforms now no longer have a meaning because there is the boats come here, they charge any amount, even if they charge 3,000. But as I have already demonstrated, it is quite possible that is Sangam Point, and then you can easily wade across. You can come walking till Sangam Point. You can keep your stuff over there, and then you can, just wade across. Of course, if you are not able to reach the Sangam Point for some reason or the other, or if you are like, there is a group traveling, you don't have a vehicle, so then the boat becomes a better option. So right now these floating platforms are all here. I don't know for how long the government will leave them over here, or they are now a permanent feature. But however, these floating platforms and the changing rooms are there. All along the floating platforms behind them, and thereafter on the left side where the floating platform finish, you will find a lot of these boats which are having these flags flying. So these are the pragwals or the pandas of Prayagraj. They have got special rights over here to conduct all these pujas, and they anchor their boats as per their seniority. So they are traditional, they are here from generations, and sometimes there are families who come to the same priest again and again, and they continue with that same generation later on. So these are these boats are placed at that exact Sangam spot where the Triveni Sangam is supposed to take place. And over here, you will find that the people come here, they take their holy dip, and they perform their different kind of puja rituals, what they are supposed to do, basically praying for their ancestors. So all these flags are the pragwals over here. They hold quite a heavy political influence as well as religious one too. In the olden days, during the freedom struggle or during the time of foreign rule, they held quite a lot of sway with the local people. So a lot of freedom fighters like Mahatma Gandhi had come over here. He had interacted with the Pragwals and taken opinion from them with regards to points pertaining to religion and all these things. So over here, the water is completely knee deep, this portion. And that's the reason why you're not finding too many people over here, because people are supposed to take their holy dip in waist deep water. So all these boats which are lined up, there are pragwals over there. They are the ones who are worshipping, doing the ritual. Then they're asking the people to take a dip, and then they come back and they finish the rituals. So this is the actual Sangam point. As the water level continues to recede, you can actually walk in the water, and you can bring your two-wheeler, four-wheeler also till this point. So more is yet to come. In a couple of months, as the water level goes down, this more and more of land will be visible. Conducting a puja ritual in the exact Triveni Sangam spot is very important for devotees. So what happens is that these kind of sandbanks, sand islands are created because of the dip in the water level. And then people, they perform their prayers over here. They leave the articles of religious devotion. There is a photo of a priest over here, and they perform their pujas. So these kind of small islands are visible. They will be there in the middle of Sangam, and more of such will be there as the water level recedes. That Sangam knows quite far away in the distance now, at least 200 meters away. And those are the floating platforms. These are the rows and rows of pragwals who are the priests over here. You can see the flags flying. And we are now right in the midpoint of Sangam Nose and Arel Ghat. In fact, we are coming closer to Arel Ghat. So I have made this video primarily to show you people that there is no meaning of a boat ride now, because the water is knee deep. Sometimes it is reaching your waist, but only at certain places. So what happens is that if you take a boat, the boat is going to charge you 200, 500 rupees per head, and on Sunday, the rates are even more steeper. So rather than taking a boat, I would always suggest that you come to Sangam Nose and then you can walk across over here. Of course, if you have some constraints like elderly people, or you don't have a place to keep your stuff, so boat is always the safest option. But then do try to bargain, because the Mahakumbh is just over and the people are still getting a kind of hangover of Mahakumbh, which is the reason why they will charge you through the nose. So these are the second row of boats which have the flags flying. So these are all the pragwals again, and it is different from the first row, and it is marked in an S shape. I think these people are more aware of the direction of the river and the water levels. So they must be placing their boats, and there are some fixed platforms also. So they have fitted the platforms as per that. So I mean, quite literally, this is the setup over here. And now Sangam Nose is far away from us. It's there in the distance, and we are now coming closer to Arel Ghat. I can see that the water level over there is quite substantial. So I'm going to check out till what place can I able to wade over there. And right now, yes, the possibility of walking to Arel Ghat is slim to zero. But in a couple of more months' time, maybe somewhere in the month of May, that thing would also be possible. I think this row of boats over here, which is the final line of boats, is the last what you can go wading, because from here onwards the water level starts getting waist deep, and I think beyond the boats the water level is too deep for the any kind of wading or swimming possible. I'm pretty sure there must be some people over there to keep a watch on people so that they don't climb across, so that they don't swim across. Over here again, the water seems to be knee deep, like this person is tromping home, but it is more towards the depth of the Ganga rather than the Triveni Sangam. So as you go far and far away from here, you are entering into Ganga River. So this is, I think, the farthermost that you can go. I don't know the water depth level beyond this. So maybe there would be a time when the water becomes so deep that you cannot cross over that side also. So that's all for Sangam as of for now. Triveni Sangam on a Sunday, other than the Mahakumbh days. We are still on the Mahakumbh scenario. So basically, now I'll be going straight across, because this area is supposed to be deep, waist deep level. So I'll be going straight across, and then I will try the crossing over at a better place than last time, because last time I had gone till waist deep water. And then after that, we are headed towards the end of this video.